Stop that. All right.
Okay, now we're good to go again.
Ready?
I believe so. Yeah.
Cool. Podstache time. To my left, adjusting a camera.
Chris Ridley.
There you go. Straight ahead.
Koopa.
Justin Shank.
Special guest back from a long time ago, but kind of not really.
Milkshake.
And then Cancer Boy's over there, and Lizzie Gertie's over there. But yeah. So
Really random, because I was talking about how I got Netflix and shit, and I've been watching old SNLs. Totally forgot about it today. The sketch, I think it's like one of the early 90s episodes, it's the Ross Perot sketch about powerful Ross Perot. And I was like, that's Chris.
Chris is
Powerful Chris Lee.
Yeah, those are the 90s era are fucking awesome.
Yeah, I binged today. I was like, vegging out.
I've been catching up on the Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck yeah.
Good stuff.
Literally, a friend of mine, Pomeroy, turned me onto it like 2 years ago, but I just never had time to get into it. And now that I've been home for 6 months with no job, not doing anything, and nothing else to do, I've been sitting at home like, wow, this show's amazing.
More input.
I think that was Mayhem where we showed them the wrestling episode, and they thought it was the greatest fucking thing in the world. They're like, Jonas like Hulk Hogan. They thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Oh, tour. I miss it.
Yeah.
Miss it.
I know you got. Are you still doing?
Still doing Udo. Yeah, that's only 2 weeks, so I'm excited about that in April.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about going out with them. I am, but I'm really not excited to go. I don't know. I'm in a weird transition phase where I've been out of work for 6 months. I've been constantly looking for a job. I can't find shit.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah,
or at least anybody who's willing to hire me.
Yeah.
You know,
Join
even
the
without
club.
the beard. Yeah, you know. And I went to. It's funny because I went to a couple colleges down in Mahomet before, or not Mahomet, but Champaign, because I'm in college town, and was thinking, well, I'll be home, I'll go and, get an education, like I want to, which is weird. And I went to a couple like staffing places down there.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. I came up here and I talked to some people, and everybody kind of gave me the same answer, which is, why did you leave your job? Why did I stop touring?
Have you heard of Michael Schenker before?
Right? Yeah, dude.
But I mean, I don't know if I think I told you the whole reason why I stopped. It's just gotten too retarded.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody I've talked to, counselors, like at schools, and then these headhunters I've been talking to, and like people at like Manpower or whatever. They're just like, why did you stop doing it? I'm like, oh, well, I wanted something that has stability. And they're like, there's no such thing. Like the same companies that we're hiring people for all the time, they're laying off just as many people. They just have this endless loop, And they're like, well, you were making enough money, even though it was hard and it was retarded, but I was making enough money by myself to sustain a family of 5. People now that have both heads of house working can't even do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, fuck. Like,
Well,
I guess I got to go back out on the road because this sucks. I can't even get hired at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But I have one of those kind of jobs and a resume where they're like, you're either just looking for something in between tours.
Yeah.
You're telling me, I want to work here. Like, you want to flip burgers for the rest of your life. Like, trust me, at this point in my life, I want to go in where someone just tells me to go and do a mindless job.
Yeah.
So I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to worry about what's happening tomorrow. I don't have to worry about where the money's going. I just want to walk in and just let's go brain dead for 8 hours.
You don't have to worry about day sheets.
You know what though? Give it 3 months and then you're like, oh fuck, I want to hit the road again.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a cycle.
I'm kind of like that right now, but only because that's where I had income.
I think once you had a job though, it would be maybe more so like, all right, get me the fuck back to what I was doing.
What about events planning? Like I know the cities do so many different parks or so many different events and stuff like that. I heard they pay reasonable. I mean, it's similar in style, and less touring. What about stuff like that?
Yeah, not so much Shaker. Yeah.
All right, meet your new boss. We just hired him on, Michael Schenker. Hello, I'm here to run the town.
It is you again.
You're trying to sabotage the whole city.
No, I never actually thought about that, but
I have a buddy that does that stuff,
Really?
and in the summer, I
Oh,
think
Scuzzo?
he that blows up in the summer, and
really with a name like Scuzzo.
If a guy named Scuzzo can do it.
And it's stage building to setting up the entire thing and putting it down. 14-hour days, but you get into like overtime, double overtime, and shit like that.
I actually did. I did
Government
that
salary.
once. It's a like, especially compared to the shit that you do, it's kind of a cakewalk.
Yeah.
When it's a government, technically, if it's a city, it's a government salary, and they pay fucking nicely.
Yeah.
'Cause
This would be the
I'm-
time that they're hiring too. I mean, like
I'm looking for whatever. I'm obviously trying to stay somewhere within the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to find stuff in TV and film because that's actually what I wanted to go into 1st. But then I just kind of got sucked into the music thing, just because I was doing good and I just But I know the TV and film industry is just as volatile, if not more so, because there's more people trying to do that than what I was doing.
Yeah.
there tends to be more of it. I mean, like if you're gonna stay in Chicago and do it, you're gonna be television.
Yeah.
So you got to be willing to do that. And I would say good entry. Like you should try to hit out like short films like that'll pay a decent production assistant rate, so you can see what's going on, unless you've already been on set before. And then like a good thing, like especially if you've got that background, would be either trying to get in with you either start doing like boom operator stuff or grip gaff stuff, so lights.
Yeah, I'm looking for whatever, but
The film industry is light. I mean, like if you're going to go into films, a lot of stuff's not paid. If you go into television, you might get hooked up a little bit better.
yeah, I mean, I'm even looking at like, all right, well, I'll go out and do it for free right now, kind of like interning, which is kind of what I did to start going on the national scene. I went out with Mens Rea, with Corey Smoot. He was the first guy to give me my shot on the national level.
Okay.
I talked to him and went out with Mens Rea, ended up working for Guar, the same tour, and then they hired me on and everything just, just meeting people just kind of went up, but I can't find anything out here that's not just some dudes working out of their garage. And I'm like, I'm not going to go and work.
Want to work for Podstache?
But I mean, I'm
Pay
not,
you an affiliation. Right?
Yeah,
Get discounts on e-cigs.
I don't want to go and work for a bunch of douchebags who are just trying to do it. They're not really doing it. I'd rather go and work for somebody, or for someone who are trying to do it right.
If you're interested in being a part of the crew, like filmmaking wise, you got to go to LA. You got to go there.
I hate LA. So
If you're interested in filmmaking, like the best part, if you want to be an independent filmmaker, go anywhere but LA.
Yeah.
If you want to work in the industry, you go to LA or Vancouver.
I just want to get paid.
Who
That's really all it comes down to.
Someone was going. I was like, oh, dude. People in the city are so real. People in the suburbs are so fake. I'm like, you've never been to Hollywood, have you? It's just like those are the fakest fucking people I've just ever.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that's their reality. Like they don't know reality.
What does that even mean?
Hollywood.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a suburb guy. I'm pretty real. Like, I exist. You know?
I tell you what, though, if you went, especially with sound, like, if you went out and grabbed, like, a shotgun mic and some audio gear and stuff like that, and went out and did that, you could probably charge $250 a day.
Yeah,
probably.
probably,
But it's
but-
freelance, though, so it's like, it's give or take.
My
you know?
life's been freelance, so I mean, I'm not worried about that. It's just having capital to start with something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have money to pay rent. You know, like,
Start up for that's like
why I'm here. You know, that's why
$1,500.
I'm living in my parents again. You know, like that sucks. You know, but
real quick sidestep. So, kind of just whatever. Is Dave Brocky as out of his mind as he appears to be?
sometimes.
I think you got to be a little bit to like carry that persona at all times.
Yeah.
It has to carry over a little bit here
Look,
and there.
Dave, I absolutely love him. Love him. I would do anything for him. But I mean, yeah, he's a wacko, but he's also a genius. You know. He's one of the smartest guys I know. I mean, he knows like everything about everything, but then he does some of the dumbest shit anybody does. You know. But I mean, yeah, to be in Guar, you have to. But I've seen that guy do things that would normally kill anybody else. But then he goes on stage and puts on one of the greatest shows in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I mean, there's other stuff. You know, I won't say it on there. Yeah. Even though it'll probably help his.
Yeah.
But you know, if he ever listens to this and doesn't like what I'm saying, I don't want him to yell at me.
They are avid listeners.
No.
Do we want to get into our newest affiliation?
Which was a quick turnaround on that too.
Another
Powerful.
So on the one end of the spectrum, you know, we're obviously, you know, affiliated with onit.com. So, you know, you got your stuff that's, you know, really good for your well-being. You know, you got your supplements, your kettlebells, your...
Well, and they started selling, what is it? Maces and something else, like staves. It's like, yeah.
That's fucking hard.
They're getting medieval.
It's like the new...
Medieval workout.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like new, like, warrior workout or whatever the hell it's called.
Well,
So
they
it's like-
sponsor us for like a stave fight, like Podstache stave fight 2013. Like,
So
I'd do it.
So, you know, obviously, if you're interested in that aspect of, like, you know, go to onnit.com, onit.com, you know. But then on the other end of the spectrum, kind of more, not totally though.
It's along the lines of trying to get healthier.
Yeah.
You know.
being a badass. I mean,
yeah.
you get huge, you smoke, you look like a badass.
I'll tell you. Okay. So I'm a smoker. I love smoking. I've normally smoked a pack a day, and it's been for like 7 years, right?
Gonna work up to 2 someday.
No,
I got goals, man.
I don't want to. I don't want to quit. I don't like to tell myself, "Oh, I should stop smoking," but I do think transferring is in order, and I don't like the idea of, you know, the simplest terms. I don't like going outside when it's cold. I don't like not being able to smoke in a venue or a bar. So a couple years ago, I got interested in e-cigarettes. They weren't really there at that time, like in terms of like they don't hit like a real cigarette, and they, you know, anything like that.
Is that like an email?
Yeah.
No,
E-cig.
what's an e-cigarette? I'm honestly.
Electronic cigarette.
Spokesman here.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, so I started this e-cigarette. It's called V2 Cigs, and we're now affiliate marketing that. So if you guys want to get it, go through our link. It'd help us out. It helps keep the show going. But
At www.podstache.com.
Indeed. But I've been not smoking now for like almost 2 weeks now, and it just on the e-cigarette. It hits the same. I don't have any withdrawals, and there's a lot of cool stuff with it. Like you can get starter packs as cheap as like $50.
No, $24.95.
There's a starter pack at $24.95. Oh, badass!
What was that?
And then I was just showing these guys off here too. Like you could buy preloaded filters, or you can get filters that you can load yourself, which makes it super cheap.
No.
Like I was rolling cigarettes, and it cost me $30 a month. This, after your initial purchase, which could be as low as $24.99, this was $50.
Yeah.
Now to buy it, to refill it, and to buy the filters, it's going to be $25 a month. So it's even cheaper.
That's like a pack of smokes a month you saved.
What?
So you can pick your habit back up.
So now, and like, I'm not trying to make it into a commercial, but because I am genuinely interested, because we were talking about it a little bit.
Right.
So, what were some of the flavors you were talking about? Because I know there's
Chris,
a coffee.
Chris had the
There
flavors.
is, hold on, Vamp, let me pull it up.
Real quick, you know who you need to sponsor your program?
Dr. Pepper.
But yeah, it's the best e-cigarette I've had.
Do they have Dr. Pepper flavored filters?
They have cola flavored.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then you can get them, like, if you're a full-on smoker, like I've got the full nicotine amount, and then they have like ones that are equivalent to, you know, smoking lights, and then ultra lights, and then there's none at all, and then they've got all these flavors. So yeah, this is totally commercial right now.
None at all. So what? You can just pretend you're smoking.
Yeah, it's kind of like
They kind of like the
Candy
kid.
well, you know,
the
part of
dust
it
out
too.
the
Like
end
a
of
lot of my habit. If I was trying to quit, and you know, this isn't necessarily a quitting tool, but if I was trying to quit, a lot of my habit is not just the nicotine. It's the fact of getting up and being able to go out and like put something to your mouth and then inhale vapor.
Where is it?
We have two applicable.
There we go.
Cool party.
So if you are a smoker and you're looking to fucking not be and transfer over and not necessarily quit smoking, this is a good way to do it. I am the worst. If you guys all know this, I have habits and they're bad, and I go balls to the wall with them. Smoking is one of them. I love smoking to death,
Yeah.
but I was able to
Sort of
transfer
push
over
it,
without too much
just
effort.
like me.
Okay,
There's a couple things that I like about Bieber.
Balls to the wall beeper.
They have 10 flavors at v2cigarettes.com or v2cigs.com. They have
Which you can get to through podstache.com.
Yeah.
yes. They have like in the normal tobacco category, they have Red, Sahara, and Congress.
So that sounds so awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I want to try just for
I tried to look
Congress
up
flavor.
Congress. I couldn't find anything about it. Like they just said, yeah, we have Congress.
I want to smoke Congress.
It's like a political joke almost. I looked up Congress, but I can find nothing.
In terms of their cool flavors, they have menthol, peppermint, and mint tea. And then their just other flavors is coffee, cherry, vanilla, and chocolate.
So it's like hookah-ish almost. Yeah. Hookah-esque.
It's a vaporizer. I mean, it's
Actually,
Vaporize.
if it's a vaporizer, it's probably even healthier than.
if you can get some liquid THC in this bitch, we'll have a party.
And we lost our affiliation.
Yeah.
He called us bitches and talked about marijuana.
Could you put pot in that?
You could, if you need liquid, it would need. So if you had like liquid THC.
It exists.
I know people.
Well, and there's vaperizers not
knows people
not
who
affiliated to
does
this company,
things.
but there's vaperizers
Yeah.
that do it and they put it.
Well,
in a
yeah,
bag
so
and
you
they
can
can
smoke LSD out of that.
I'm just saying. So I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Which, I mean, sounds like an awful fucking idea. Or the best ever. I don't know which one.
But
So we're not saying anything about V2 cigs, but for that other audience out there.
For that extra kick.
Yeah.
Kick down.
but yeah, they're really cool. I mean, and a lot of accessories. They're one of the most reasonably priced e-cigarettes that I've ever seen too, and they're pretty well known. And the only thing, I was looking up to, you're just getting that straight nicotine. There's a couple other elements in there. They're not FDA approved, but neither are cigarettes.
It doesn't mean that they're bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a healthier choice.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Go us.
yeah.
Making that cheddar.
Yeah.
What's next?
I'm sure we can save our weekend story for next episode, maybe.
Well, it depends on how much time we got.
Oh, about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll do next episode. We'll kick it off with some wackiness next time.
Do we think we can tell the?
Oh, I got a
Wednesday-
quickie story about happening to me today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. So this is my day, right? We went to the city Friday, which we'll talk about later.
Yes.
I left my car at the train station for 2 days. I didn't feel like picking it up. I went there to get it today in Geneva. My battery was dead, which is weird. I think one of us left the door open or
Was it
left
dead or just cold?
I mean, it wasn't even clicking. It would. I would get my little panel would turn on.
Yeah.
But just a little thing that says "Good morning." Got your back. The light, like the little, like "Good morning, Justin" would turn on.
See, I'm getting it. I've only been here 5 minutes.
You're hired.
But I had to get a jump. I jumped it, and I started heading home down 38 to go to the gas station because I thought I was going to be out of gas because my gas gauge is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to run out or not because I ran out last week when it wasn't on empty. So I'm driving down 38, and I see a car up ahead. I'm headed west, and they're stopped, and I see something zip in front of them. I thought they trash. Well, some idiot, their dog had run out, and their dog is just running down Route 38. It's like a little Chihuahua puppy. Tiny, dude. And it's just zipping down 38, and, like, I panicked. I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I can't watch this. Like,
Yeah.
Not that I like Chihuahuas, but, like, I can't.
Down the road.
Like, I waited until there was nobody behind me. I just stopped my fucking car and then, like, got out and just, like, tried to coax the dog to me, and it didn't come to me. It just kept bolting. It looked at me for 2 seconds. I was like, ah! Like,
You look like you're going to eat it.
So it takes off. My mom was following me in her truck. She drove me at the gas station or the train station. So I'm following the dog. I turn around down 30 at Poliyui, And then I follow the dog again, and I'm just waiting for it to get somewhere where it's like in a yard or something. And then it zips off on a side street. So I'm still following it. My mom had gone down to where the people were waiting in the street for it. She picked up the owner, and like she called me, and she's like, "Where are you at? Where's the dog?" And I'm like, "I'm following the fucking dog right now." You know, it's the most boring car chase ever.
The lamest episode of Cops ever.
Yeah. So I'm following this dog, like trying to coax it over, and people are trying to get it to come to them, won't come to them, and I just follow it. I mean, it was a 20-minute long.
Do you know the dog? Do you know the dog's name?
I didn't either. The guy didn't even fucking know the dog's name because he was dog sitting. Okay. Now, okay. Here's where the end of the story is where you get this fact, right? So we follow the fucking dog. We're following the dog. I got this guy jumps in my car at some point because they got out to try to get it, and it kept going again. So the guy jumps in my car. My mom followed the dog again. I'm following her down, and this guy's like, "Oh God, no! Oh damn it! Oh God, damn it! Oh, I call my daughter!" Oh, and like he's like limping. I'm like, "Why didn't you run?" And he's like, "I hurt my leg." Like
when I was
trying
like
to
Bill
check-
from King of the Hill. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we follow the dog. Finally, it runs into someone's front porch, and it's sitting on their front porch. Like it looks like it wants to go inside, maybe, but it's not the house. And my mom is like slowly walking up to it. I pull up. I turn my car off because my car's a little loud.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare it anymore. And the guy gets out. I'm like, "Dude, go up really fucking slow, man." And he's just like, "Oh, Milo!" Like, now he learned its name because he had to call his daughter to learn the dog's name.
Its name was Mono?
Milo or something.
Milo.
Milo. Milo! Get inside, honey. So like, Milo! So the dog, I see them go around the side of the house and the back of the house, and it's a fenced-in yard, like a solid wood fence. So there's nowhere it can go. I don't see him coming back out of the yard with the dog, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I walk around back there, and here is my mom laying on the ground with like a broom in her hand under someone's deck.
Yeah.
The guy is over here with a broom blocking off the other exit, and then the owner of this house is like, "I'm trying to help whatever I can," and I get over there. My mom has the dog cornered. I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "Justin, get over here. I need you to go under the deck and get the dog." I'm like, "God damn it." So I got my new leather on, so I take my leather off. And I get down and start crawling under the fucking deck. And I only got in like this far. That's as far as the dog was because there was like a plant panel
Just
there.
like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there and the dog is like scared. I mean, it's fucking freaking out. I mean, obviously, there's like, it doesn't know any of us, you know. Yeah. And this guy is still like, "God damn it, oh no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, doggy. I got you now. So I smell poo. I'm crawling through mud and snow. I smell dog poo. And I'm like, "Dude, I don't care. Like, I don't want this dog to run away and like be lost or get killed because I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel morally obligated." So I'm just like, fuck. I just grab the fucking dog. As soon as I grab it, because I had this stupid little jacket thing on. I fucking hate people that put like that. Like, there's like this weird little jacket thing. Grabbed it by the jacket and kind of got its neck in there. And then it's just like, well, no, it turns, and then I hear, it had like explosive diarrhea, and it was like, my whole arm is like covered in fucking dog diarrhea, and I'm just like, "God damn it!" Like, I'm like, "It pooed," and they're like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, I got it, it pooed," and then like, so like. So here I am, covered in mud, covered in snow, no coat on, covered in dog poo. I like get the dog out. The guy grabs it from me, and I'm like, I wanted to like this. I captured this fucking thing. So I got it.
Fine.
I let the owner of the house. I'm like, "Ma'am, I don't know you. Like, do you have a hose or something?" And she's like, "You can come inside." And I'm like, "I don't want to go in your house with dog poo on my arm." I'm like,
I don't want to go in your house with dog poo.
Well, I felt bad because like, you don't know me. You don't want me in your house. I can tell. You know, like, I mean, look at me and like,
he's in here.
I hadn't even showered since the day before the show, like, or the day of the show. So I was like, still scummy. I'm just like, I don't want to go in there. So I like wiped it off with snow, and she gave me like a roll of paper towel. She's like, "Here, I can give you this." I'm like, "Thank you." So the guy's got the dog. They're getting back. I'm like, "All right." So it turns out the fucking guy, right? He's never met either of these dogs in his life. They're for a friend of his. And this guy is got it's stupid to me how some people can think this is okay. The dog wanted to go out, obviously. So what's his reaction, right? The dog has a collar on with a clip for a leash.
Sure.
Open the door. That's exactly what happened. And it turns out he was limping. He said he pulled a muscle in his leg. Well, it turns out what had happened, my mom said, is he started chasing the dog, took a step, and heard like a pop. And then he's running, and that's why he was yelling, because he was in so much pain. So every step he was like, oh, oh, like, because I was watching him, like, this guy fucked up, like, because I'm watching him like walk like this, like yelling, like, so he was yelling the way he was so intensely because he was in excruciating pain because he like blew out his meniscus or ACL or something. So
That's awesome.
that was my day today, like chasing. So I did a good deed. I got my good Samaritan
That
points.
is nice. Like if I would have saw that dog around, I was like, oh, someone else's problem.
See, I feel bad. Like you said, I'm the guy that wouldn't be able to kick a horse to death because I'd feel bad about it. That's just me, you know. Like,
If you got a ladder,
So-
it's different.
Well, I remember too, like
and
we
no
were
one
dri-
else was helping.
We were
so.
driving down the road, and remember that dog?
Dude.
Yeah,
That was the
that was
worst.
pretty rough. We were
Yeah.
driving down the road, and it's like 2 a.m, and
Yeah.
there's like this little like you remember Tintin?
Yeah, it was like a poodleish looking type of little
Yeah,
scruffy
it
dog.
looked like a Jack Russell, but a poodle mix.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it
know
looked
if I
like
knew.
Tintin, like the Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah,
I think he was a German Shepherd.
It was a little dog.
No, Tintin was a German Shepherd.
Rin Tin was.
Oh,
Tintin
hey,
was
fuck me, right?
smaller. Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, sorry.
But anyway, we're driving, and the dog literally comes right out and just stops in the middle of the road, and I go, and I miss him, but the car is such on my ass that he just plows him right over.
And that was
And
that
just
made
keeps
me
going.
feel kind of sick to see that, just because like you just saw like that dog, and then we drove back and it was kind of twitching.
Yeah.
Is
So I
there,
called
is
the
there a
police.
little bit of time or no?
No.
I might have to tell the turtle story. It's kind of sad, but kind of funny, but kind of not.
The Uncle Jesse turtle story from Full House. Remember when he got the turtle in the one episode because he said he was about to blow a red light, and the turtle stopped his bike from going? Remember that?
No.
He came home with like a tortoise the one episode. Oh, come on, dude, it happened.
I believe you. I believe
He's
you.
making
it was
this
like-
up.
Yeah, it does sound pretty made up.
It was fan fiction I wrote.
Justin makes fan fiction for Full House.
Just Uncle Jesse.
Oh my god. Whatever. We'll be right back.
Hey.
Fan fiction.